Multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I haven't known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger. Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune and lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon, he's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
You know, in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. from a Boondocks episode, is this what the fuck I fought for? That's the first thing that came to my mind. Good morning, good morning, good morning to each and every single one of you. Or shall I say hello, 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 hello to you, and you, y'all. We're going to talk about. I saw the news over the weekend, and I need to breathe with it because it's just like, so you mean to tell me Renee Nicole Good was not enough of a warning for America and Americans that the world has gone to hell in a handbasket? But now we have another person, another United States citizen, right? My Lord, Alex Jeffrey Pretti, 37 years old, has been unalived by ICE. Now, of course, what's about to happen is a lot of thoughts and prayers. However, the people are in the cold, marching and standing up and being about the business. And I believe that the government is about to get a wokeogram so hard that they're going to wish we could turn back time if we could find a way to use some lyrics to have Kamala in office. You know, it's quite sad because everybody told everybody do the right thing on November 4th. And now we have what we have. We have a nation that cares more about reality television than what's going on in the world. But let it be somebody who covers reality TV, let it be one of them to get unalived by ICE. And then God forbid, now we're going to have to care about them. Not wishing that on anybody who just covers reality TV. But do y'all see what I'm saying here? The reason why we have a country that is running amok is because us as people are running amok in illogical thinking of not being aware of what needs to matter. And we also, not all of us, but we have some idiotic people who should have been swallowed by their mothers as one-night stands, because if that were to happen, I don't think we would be in this mess. We would probably still be in this mess, but at least it wouldn't be as this bad. So, with that being said, higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour, child. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith. I'm Julie Chen.
I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price. And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But I'm whatever you in the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody. Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early. Early.
Early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
You know, Julie, it is a new morning, but yet it is the same old morning, if I do say so myself. And to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez, you're absolutely right. On this channel right here, a lot happens early. Good morning to everybody. Oh, man. So this is where we are on the 26th day of January of 2026. This is where we are as a people, as a society, as a culture, that apparently it's cool for the government to delete U.S. citizens. That's where we are. That's where we are. We cool with that as a people? Because in the words of Jasmine Crockett Lee, Jasmine Lee, Miss Lee, if you're nasty, okay, she said that ICE are just slave patrol. Do you know your history about the police and how they were slave patrol for slaves? Come on now. This is a damn shame. And like I said, not everybody on YouTube has to cover the dark stuff. But God forbid if the dark stuff happens to you, then you're gonna want people to give a fuck about the dark stuff happening to you. I'm just keeping it a buck. I am. I do believe two things can be true. We can care about reality TV, but we should also care about what's happening in the world. My Lord Jesus. They already saying Gen Z ain't got no damn sense with TikTok and everything else. But my Lord, it's like some of the elders, I don't know where y'all are at. I remember in the 90s, everybody's kid was somebody's kid. Now it's just like, oh, screw it. I mean, maybe it's just me who grew up in that era of a village caring about people, but I don't know where we are. Because some of y'all elders are weak, lost, and you have been mentally dilapidated in your behavior. If we can have elder cards taken away, some of y'all need y'all elder cards taken away. Permanently. Permanently. Because God forbid if one of your grandkids gets deleted by ICE. Right? Not wishing that on your grandkids, by the way. Not wishing that at all. Not wishing that. God forbid if one of your children gets deleted by ICE. Not wishing that at all. God forbid your husband, your wife, gets deleted by ICE. Not wishing that at all. God forbid one of your family members, one of your friends, one of your co-workers, or anybody who you give a fuck about gets deleted by ICE. Not wishing that at all. But my Lord, it is so interesting to see who is standing up and who's sitting the fuck down. My Lord. We'll make a live about Clarissa Shields before the world. Tell me I'm lying. We'll make a live about a whole hot topic before something in the world that's going on that needs to matter. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Like I said, not everybody got to do the same thing. But good damn, I'm going to need some people to stump the yard. And thank God some of y'all weren't the civil rights movement, because we will still be in the field picking cotton. Good damn. I just had to get all that out, child, because I'm just like, what the hell? Is anybody enjoying 2026 so far? Because this ain't the move. This ain't the groove. This ain't the pattern that's supposed to be happening in 2026. Or any year for that matter. Now, I know everybody said Joe Biden was senile, but guess what? The president is going to be 81 years old at the White House watching a UFC fight. Believe me, I would rather have senile Joe Biden and wake up every day to know that I'm okay rather than this hellhole. But y'all keep making thumbnails about hot topics. But hopefully you won't become hot by ICE or any other entity and you become a topic. Okay? Moving the fuck on. Let's get to it, y'all. Make it do what it do, because it's time to go on tour. I had to get all that out, y'all. I'm just like, I know we're not doing this shit today. So, y'all, here we go. The man deleted by U.S. Border Patrol officer in Minneapolis was an ICU nurse, family says. In Minneapolis, family members say the man deleted by U.S. Border Patrol officer in Minneapolis on Saturday was an intensive care nurse at a VA hospital who cared deeply about people and was upset by President 47's immigration crackdown in his city. So, I will not play the video at all. That family and those friends deserve peace. And, you know, it's difficult to do tours like this. It is. In the same token, I don't believe it's fair to just talk about Milagro scams, shout out to Compass TV, and not talk about things like this. So here we go. Let's get into it. Alex Jeffrey Pretti, 37, was an avid outdoorsman who enjoyed getting in adventures with Julie, his beloved Chihuahua leopard dog, who also recently died. He worked for the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs and had participated in protests of the January 7th killing of Renee Goodby, Immigration Customs Officer. He cared about people deeply. He was very upset with what was happening in Minneapolis and throughout the United States with ICE. Millions of other people are upset, said Michael Pretti, Alex's father. He thought it was terrible, kidnapping children, grabbing people off the street. He cared about those people he knew was wrong, so he did participate in protests, which is his American right to do. I am so sick and damn tired of ICE and these immigration and custom officers being upset with people protesting. So it's cool for you to delete people, but it ain't cool for us to give a fuck about people. So it's cool for y'all to delete people, but it ain't cool for us to give a fuck about people. So it's cool for y'all to delete people, but it ain't cool for us to give a fuck about people. Once again, shout out to everybody making lies about Kalish's Shields and other hot topics. Shout out to y'all, because that's so helping people stay alive. Shout out to y'all. Y'all really doing God's work. Don't make no... What? And it's just like a white woman has been deleted by ICE. A white man has been deleted by ICE. We're going to have a white child be deleted by ICE? Now, I'm not wishing that at all. But my Lord Jesus. I mean, who was the dumb fuck of a Republican senator that got palled at a softball game? But y'all didn't do no reform for that shit, did you? No. It happened to one of your own, but you didn't give a fuck. No. When kids marched for their lives, y'all didn't give a fuck. Nina, I remind you of something? Give me a moment. Give me a moment, because I do recall something happening here. I do recall. Now, please forgive me if I bring this up, but since nobody really wants to say the quiet part out loud, does anybody not remember this? So we really gonna go down this path, huh? We really gonna go down this path? Nope, nobody remembers that. I'ma need y'all to either give a fuck about something or shut the fuck up about everything else. Because I don't want to hear it. Father God, we ask you to protect us from the evil 47's administration, send it back to the pits of hell in Jesus' name. Amen. Like, y'all gotta at least admit that the country has never been this damn crazy. You gotta admit. Just keep it up, Buck. Like, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, we got idiots. We got idiots in the chat. Good Lord Jesus. Good Lord Jesus. But God forbid if you get deleted by ICE, you ain't gonna want everybody to give a care about it. Child, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my Lord Jesus. Let's roll on, child, because I just can't. I can't. I just can't. Pretti was a U.S. citizen born in Illinois. Like the court records show, he had no criminal record, and his history said he never had any interactions with law enforcement beyond a handful of traffic tickets. And by the way, those are all people protesting. You know, I think of what happened with President Snow in the Hunger Games in that final movie. Hashtag, may the odds ever be in your favor. My Lord Jesus. Let's keep going, shall we? All right. In a recent conversation with their son, his parents who lived in Colorado, in the words of Angel from Real Housewives of Potomac there, told him to be careful when protesting. We had this discussion with him 2 weeks ago or so, that go ahead and protest, but do not engage, do not do anything stupid. Michael Pretti said he knows that. He knew that. The Department of Homeland Security said the man was piled after he approached Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic hand pal. Officials did not specify where Pretti brandished the gun, or the pal, rather, excuse me. And bystander in videos of the powering that emerged soon after Pretti is seen with a phone in his hand, but none appears to show him with a visible weapon. Family members said Pretti owned a hand pal and had a permit to carry a concealed hand pal in Minnesota. They said they had never known him to carry it. As Pretti's family struggles for information about what happened, the family first learned of the piling when they were called by Associated Press reporter. They watched the video and said the man appeared to be their son. Then they tried to reach out. Reaching out to officials in Minnesota. I can't get information from anybody. Michael Pretti said Saturday the police they said called Border Patrol. Border Patrol's closed. Hospitals won't answer any questions. Eventually, the parents called the Hennepin County Medical Examiner, who said they confirmed they had a body matching the name and the description of their son. As of Saturday evening, the family said they had still not heard yet from anyone at federal law enforcement agency about their son's death. After seeing videos of top 47 administration officials suggesting their son was a domestic terrorist. Are you serious? This dumb bitch right here is a domestic terrorist. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This dumb bitch right here is a domestic terrorist. Are you serious? She don't do nothing no how. Not a damn thing. Do y'all know that she told the U.S. government representatives that they have to let her know 7 days in advance for them to come through, even though it's their right to do it. Now, she has limited that they can't even come to the offices. Now, 1 + 1 = 2. So if you don't want government officials to come by the detention centers, and you don't want them to come by your offices, maybe that just goes to show maybe you're screwing up your job. And you don't want to get, in the words of Usher, hashtag caught up. Just a thought. My Lord. You know what? I wonder if one of Christy Nome's family members or friends got deleted by ICE. Will she be given this energy? Like I said, not wishing that at all. But we gotta make it personal in order to understand what we're talking about here. Good Lord Jesus. Who attacked the officers who palled him? They issued a written statement describing themselves as both heartbroken and angry. The sickening lies told about our son by the administration are reprehensible and disgusted. The family statement said they added that video show Alex Pretti was not holding a pal when he was attacked by federal agents, but his phone in one hand and using the other to shield a woman who had been pepper sprayed. Please get the truth out about our son. He was a good man, they said. Alex Pretti grew up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where he played football, baseball, and ran track for Preble High School. He was a Boy Scout and sang in the Green Bay Boy Choir. Shout out to you, good sir. One choir member to another, for sure. After graduation, he went to the University of Minnesota, graduating in 2011, bachelor's degree in biology, society, and the environment, according to the family. He worked as a research scientist before returning to school to become a registered nurse. Alex Pretti had protested before. Pretti's ex-wife, who spoke to the Associated Press, but later said she didn't want her name used, said she was not surprised he would have been involved in protesting 47's immigration crackdown. She said she had not spoken to him since their divorce more than 2 years ago. She moved to another state. She said he was a voter that that he participated in the wave of street protests following the deletion of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer in 2020. Not far from the couple's neighborhood. She described him as someone who might shout out at law enforcement officers at protests, but she had never known him to be physically confrontational. She said Pretti got a permit to carry concealed firepower about 3 years ago, and that he owned at least one semi-automatic handgun when they separated. Pretti had a great heart. Pretti lived in a 4-unit condominium building about 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers from where he was palled. Neighbors described him as quiet and warm-hearted. He's a wonderful person, said Sue Jitar, who lived downstairs from Pretti, and said he moved into the building about 3 years ago. He has a great heart. If there was something suspicious going on in the neighborhood, or when they worried the building might have a gas leak, he would jump in to help. Pretti lived alone and worked long hours as a nurse, but he was not a loner, his neighbor says. He would sometimes have friends over. His neighbors knew he had pals. He occasionally take out a rifle to shoot at a pal range, but was surprised at the idea that he might carry a pistol on the streets. I never thought of him as a superior to pal. So this man had a license to carry, right? But yet y'all didn't get Kyle Rittenhouse for palling people in the middle of the street. That white piece of shit bastard that should have been swallowed by his fucking mother. Oh, I got time today. I got time. Because, see, it is sad that at 31 years old, that I have more of brain cells that can form a brain to give a fuck about other things than being in my 50s and whatever the hell, making it do what it do here, there, and everywhere. Okay? Child. Do what you want to do, but also to make sure that you know that ICE can make anybody an example. Somebody could come back from a whole vacation and get targeted by ICE. We've seen it. Okay. How many cops did Rittenhouse fight while armed? That I don't know. But knowing the situation, he really didn't get criminalized. He didn't get on trial. So, but anyway, I'm just keeping it up, bud. If I ain't talking about you, I ain't talking about you. And there are plenty of people who go on vacation. Okay, and they have come back and they've been detained by ICE. Okay, they've been detained by TSA. So, do y'all not remember when the president said we're going to shut down Muslims entering the United States until we figure out what the hell is going on? And how now, child, the travel industry is being affected. There are people who don't even want to travel out the country because of what's going on. But yeah, Clarissa Shields is what's hot. Okay, child. All right, moving on. So Pretti was also passionate about the outdoors, a comprehensive bicycle racer who lavished care on his new Audi. Pretti had also been deeply attached to his dog, who died about a year ago. His parents said their last conversation with their son was a couple of days before his death. They talked about repairs he had done to the garage door of his home. The worker was a Latino man. They said that with all that was happening in Minneapolis, he gave the man a $100 tip. Pretti's mother said her son cared immensely about the direction the country was headed, especially the 47 administration's rollback on environmental regulation. He hated that, people were just trashing the land. Susan Pretti said he was outdoorsman. He took his dog wherever he went. He loved his country, but he hated what the people were doing to it. Michael Besker, thank you so much for reporting from Washington and listening from New York. So that is the lay of the land here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, everybody can do what they want to do, but in the same token, it's like we gotta have something right now. So here we go. This is from NBC News here. Here we go. Witness videos of Pretti deletion appear to counter 47 administration's narrative. Eyewitness videos show at least one federal agent powing and deleting Alex Pretti, 37, in Minneapolis, appearing to counter the 47 administration's description of events presenting two starkly different narratives. Shortly after the powing, federal officials said agents had acted in self-defense during a violent altercation Saturday morning. Pretti approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic hand pow. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said officers had attempted to disarm him and he violently resisted. President 47 shared a picture with what he said was the POW man's POW, loaded with 2 additional full magazines and ready to go. So you mean to tell me somebody who is senile, who has a health condition where blood can't flow to his heart and his leg can be amputated, and a president that might have dementia could tell what was going on in a scene that he wasn't at? I'm just going to say this. I think the president has been doing a little too much of eating of one thing.
A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that.
Y'all, listen. He actually said that on national television, okay? I'm not pulling anything out of my behind, all right? We cover facts over here, okay? More than others, all right? Listen. My Lord, and ready to go. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller said Pretti tried to delete federal law enforcement. Stephen Itler, okay, cannot speak to shit. But at least 4 different videos of the encounter filmed by eyewitnesses and verified and analyzed by NBC News run counter to some of the administration's statements. The videos do not appear to show Pretti holding a weapon during the scrimmage that led to his death. Footage shows the aid of a person federal agents pushed before the encounter. So, read all that already, but I'll read it here for you guys. Alex Pretti's parents said they are heartbroken, but also very angry. Alex Pretti's parents said they are heartbroken, but also very angry about the death of their son in Minneapolis yesterday. Alex was a kind-hearted soul who cared deeply for his family and friends, and also the American veterans whom he cared for as an ICU nurse at the Minneapolis VA hospital. Michael and Susan Pretti said in a statement released through Minnesota DFL, Alex wanted to make a difference in this world. Unfortunately, he will not be with us to see his impact. They rejected an account of the pound provided by the Department of Homeland Security, which has said a Border Patrol officer fired in self-defense and a Pretti violently resisted efforts to disarm him. Alex is clearly not holding a pound when attacked by 47's Erdogan and Carol thugs, they said. And that's exactly what they are. They're thugs. That's exactly what they are. They're thugs. That's exactly what they are. They're thugs. And do y'all remember how people said, oh, we're not going to find out the name of the person who piled Renee Good? They found out his name within the same day. And there was a person on Instagram that said they had his whole family tree up. And he has a Filipino wife, which I'm assuming she's an immigrant. Now, I'm sure that the agent who did this, their name will be released today. I'm sure of it. And what's going to probably happen is now his family's probably going to be, scared as all ish. But let me just say this. That dumb fuck should not reflect his family and his kids or her kids if this was a her. Okay? So leave the kids and the spouse and the other family members out of that. Focus on the target. And I mean focus on the target socially. See, y'all thought y'all were going to get me. No. Because see, here's the thing. They say sticks and stones may break me, but words will never hurt me. Child, anybody can utilize words. It takes somebody to execute. And the American people are saying, we are tired. We're not putting up with this ish. And they are giving the biggest pink slip ever, and they are executing their final day of putting up with this shit. That's what they're doing. Well, some more than others. Some people, vacations, buying bags that they can't afford, Wendy Osefo. And Andy. Some people talking about Clarissa Shields and other hot topics, Yeah. Like I said, I have no hate for Clarissa Shields. I have no hate for people who do other hot topics. Do what you want to do. My Lord Jesus. I just hope you have the same energy if it comes to your doorstep. That's all I ask. And I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody. If anything, I'm doing this live like I will continue to do other lives about many other things, because we should not be one-dimensional in information. We should not. For those of you who don't know, media is the fourth branch of government. It keeps the legislative, judicial, and executive branches of government in power. Do your research. This is why I can stand on my own over here. Okay? Because, child, what do I always say? Anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. Moving on. My Lord. Let's see here. Alex is clearly not holding up power read all that. He had his phone in his right hand and his empty left hand is raised above his head while trying to protect the woman. I just pushed down all of being pepper sprayed. Please get the truth out about our son. They said he was a good man. Judge orders 47 administration officials to preserve evidence from Powing. A federal judge in Minnesota early this morning blocked the 47 administration from destroying or altering evidence. Oh, wow. Wow. What a shocking concept. Wow. A criminal, a alleged rapist who raped E. Jean Carroll in a New York City dressing room, even though he was not convicted on that, the allegations behind that was substantially true. And so because the president was upset about the bullshit that he did, he sued ABC News. ABC News should have won that lawsuit. And now, I can't wait till we get to CBS News, because what the actual fuck is going on with CBS News? I didn't know. Like, nobody really watched CBS News like that anyway, but now, oh my God, it's gone to, there's not enough lighter fluid, there's not enough charcoal, there's not enough, those automatic, lighter sticks we could do. There's not enough of those to burn up what CBS is becoming. I can't do it. But you also mean to tell me somebody who used campaign funds to pay off an adult star. You mean to tell me somebody that incited a riot to almost delete his vice president and other government officials? You mean to tell me somebody who said on tape of after I lost the election? You mean to tell me somebody who's suing the New York Times but yet just gave him an interview? You mean to tell me that a guy who cannot serve on a New York board for 3 years and who tried to get the Central Park 5 to be deleted, even though they didn't commit a crime, and tried to be selective about targeting black and minorities from not getting apartments and not finishing buildings and not giving construction crews and, agencies their checks? You mean to tell me that his administration is destroying or altering evidence? Oh my God! What a shocking concept. Moving on. Related to today's fatal power and preaching, the ruling comes after Minnesota state officials filed a lawsuit in Minnesota's U.S. District Court against officials with the Department of Homeland Security and other agencies seeking a temporary restraining order that will prohibit federal officials from destroying evidence. The lawsuit alleges evidence was taken from the scene of the powering. Judge Eric Jastro's order includes any evidence that defendants and those working on their behalf removed from the scene and or evidence that defendants have taken into their exclusive custody. It states the suit filed by the state's attorney general, who's the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, the State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension as plaintiffs. It names among its defendants the leadership of several agencies, including DHS. Our office has jurisdiction to review this matter for potential criminal conduct by the federal agencies involved, and we will do so. The Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty said in a statement announcing the lawsuit. DHS denied me response to requests for comments sent last night. A hearing is scheduled on the matter for Monday in Minnesota Federal Court. Oh, so wait a minute. So Christy Nome, the prostitute of deleting U.S. citizens, could get her cunt ass on a stand at a podium, wherever the hell, and defend this behavior, but they couldn't have a statement for what's going on here? Oh, my Lord Jesus. Wow, 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 wow. Can't do this shit. GOP Senator Bill Cassidy says the credibility of ICE and DHS are at stake after Minnesota power. Wow, so it wasn't at stake for all the other things the president did, but this is the thing that's going to be the nail in the coffin. Okay. Senator Bill Cassidy, Republican from Louisiana, posted on social media yesterday that the credibility of ICE and DHS are at stake after the latest power in Minneapolis. He called for a full joint federal state investigation, and we can trust the American people with the truth. We can trust the American people with the truth. We can trust the American people with the truth. We can trust the American people with the truth. Senator Bill Cassidy, not that you have a brain that works, but sir, if that was the case, why did a judge order the 47 administration officials to preserve evidence from the bowing? That means that the administration doesn't believe Americans wanting the truth. Where are the Epstein files? Oh my God. I just can't do it. Absolutely, Doris Day. I agree with you. It is to cover the fraud. No, I agree with you. Where are the defenders? Absolutely, I agree with you. Why didn't the Biden administration leak the Epstein files? You know, to be real with you, I think that honestly, and like I said, y'all came over to this chat to ask questions, okay? So, just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. As long as y'all respectful, I'm respectful of y'all, but y'all get out of line, I'll put you in line. Disrespectfully. Now, I'm sure that probably what ended up happening with the Biden administration is, and I'm sure that this person who asked this question probably didn't have their brain cells form after the age of 26, like many other people who say that on YouTube and other places. they probably needed to make sure that these files were real, because when you present something that's from a federal state, if it's not what it is, then that could be crimes against the administration, the people who brought forward. So here's the gag, right? That's almost like, well, why didn't this administration do this, or why did this administration do that? Checks and balances not only hold people accountable, but they can also destroy the circumstances to be able to make things happen. Is that a good answer for you? Good damn. Jesus Christ. Just, you know, God, I know that you brought idiots down on the earth for us to know what not to become, but could you have just left some people up there? I mean, really, could you have just left some people up there? Well, listen, what do you see the hell that's going on down here? To use a quote from a cartoon, do you stay in heaven because you in fear of what you created? And I still love you, guy. I do. You've done a lot for me, but sometimes do you see the God DMs that come to you? Okay, see, that's my thing called my First Amendment, to call someone dumb. And you know what else I have the right to do? This. I have the right to do that. Okay? All right? I have the right to do that. I have the right to do that. Okay? All right? Moving on. Like, what you're not going to do is come over here to tell me what I should not talk about, when honestly, some of y'all don't even give a fuck about this shit. You only give a fuck about it so you can have a voice in the conversation. Stop this shit. Child, I'm not doing it with y'all today. I'm just not. Cassidy faces a primary challenge in his Senate race from Representative Julie Letlow, who has 47's endorsement. State and city officials are urging Judge Rao to stop Minnesota. In the state of Minnesota's lawsuit against the Force Administration over Operation Mental Surge, Minnesota Solicitor General Liz Kramer and Minneapolis officials have sent a letter to U.S. District Judge Katie Mendez urging her to provide the state of emergency relief. Plaintiffs and plaintiffs' communities are in urgent need of a court-ordered respite to the irreparable injuries defendants continue to cause the health, safety, and education and welfare of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and indeed the entire state of Minnesota. Kramer, her colleagues write, this cannot continue. We need the court to act to stop this surge before yet another resident dies because of Operation Metro Surge. They're asking Menendez to put the parties back in their positions before the surge began to immediately prevent further irreparable harms to plaintiff's ability to protect the public health, welfare, safety, and education. This will allow the court, with the status quo duly preserved, to then examine the facts and the law in due course to consider more durable relief. The record before the court is more than sufficient to justify this immediate relief. Plaintiffs have demonstrated ongoing irreparable harm that it established serious constitutional claims. There says every day that passes without court intervention compounds injuries and undermines the very rights this court is charged to protect. A hearing on Minnesota's initial motion for relief is set for Monday, having been scheduled well before Saturday's events transpired. They're going to delete some of us. Wearing a respirator, Savannah Cheatson, 26, says she was out protesting that because, like Pretti, she is a healthcare worker. In my industry of love and service, 90% of my co-workers and friends and family are immigrants, many of whom are nurses. She said, and today they have proven that they're willing to execute healthcare workers, immigrants, and citizens and all. I have to be here. She added, I don't know how I could be at home. Fison said that while a sense of despair is creeping in the city following its third pounding by federal law enforcement this month, it's important that we don't feed that doom. They're going to delete some of us, but if we don't risk our safety now and here, they will just keep deleting us. She said, we don't stand here now, despite the back-to-back murders and more they will keep taking. Savannah Thisson, very well said to you, good sister. I'm so sorry that you have to have that thinking, because nobody should have that thinking. That's one. Hello, welcome in. No, I'm with you. I think everything's in the eye of the beholder. I would say that these people are protesting. It's only looking like rioters to other people who are demented, decrepit, and dilapidated in their thinking, because people don't know how to stand up for anything. There used to be a point in time where standing up for something wasn't a crime, but now protesting is a crime. Had not been for the civil rights movement, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, nor any of the black YouTubers. Nor any minority YouTubers or people on social media. Hell. Let's keep it up. 47 tax fraudsters and insurrectionists as Vance blames orchestrated chaos. Okay. An overnight post on Truth Social. I still laugh at that name. It's like, are you socially posting the actual truth, or are you socially posting your truth that is acceptable and agreeable and understanding to your mind? President 47 praised former acting ICE Director John Farley, who earlier hit out upstate local leaders in an interview with Fox News. Farley has singled out Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Jacob Friend for criticism, accusing them of being complete subversion effort against law enforcement, the likes of which we probably have not seen since Civil War. 47 wrote John Farley, former ICE Director, is fantastic on Fox News and explained the most behind the fraudsters and insurrectionists in Minnesota. So you being a fraudster and you being an insurrectionist are projecting on the other people who are just standing up for their state. Okay. All right. Moving on. Meanwhile, in a post on Twitter, Vice President J.D. Vance said this level of engineered chaos is unique to Minneapolis. It is the direct consequence of far-left agitators working with local authorities. Wow, this is the same person who went after a black woman at the America Fest, right? This is the same person that said cat lays don't matter. This is the same one who said that he released himself into a couch. Sure. And these are the dumb fucks that everybody else elected for. Okay. All right. Your eyes don't lie. Senator Amy Klobuchar says that 47 administration officials are misleading people. Senator Amy Klobuchar, Democrat of Minnesota, has challenged federal officials' description of the events surrounding the deletion of 37-year-old ICU nurse Alex Jeffrey Preeti. These 4 different videos of the encounter filmed by eyewitnesses and verified and analyzed by NBC News show him coming to the aid of a person federal agents pushed before the encounter. He is seen with a phone in hand. Shortly after the powering, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said agents acted self-defense after Pretti violently resisted. When I hear the officials from the 47 administration describe this video in ways that are simply not true, I just keep thinking your eyes don't lie, Klobuchar told NBC News with the press. Law enforcement is based on trust, and we have a total breakdown of trust, she added. Klobuchar called for a transparent investigation to Preeti's death and for ICE to state they are making us less safe, not more safe, Klobuchar said. And then, of course, she also said that she will vote against DHS funding. We'll get to that here in just a minute, but I want to read this here. Senator Amy Klobuchar, Democrat, said on NBC News, the press says she will not vote for the Department of Homeland Security funding after the latest powering of an American by a federal agent in Minneapolis when they are deleting two constituents in my state, and they are taking 2-year-olds out of the arms of their mom, and they are taking an elder Holman out of his house and putting him out there in his underwear, and then figuring out they have the wrong man. Klobuchar told me the press moderator Christian Walker, "No, I am not voting for this funding. Rather, several other Democrats have announced that they would vote against DHS funding until restrictions on immigrant enforcement operations put in place. The bill will need a handful of Democrat votes to pass. The Senate is expected to consider the measure this week. If the appropriations bill does not pass, the government could enter a partial shutdown at the end of the month." So on January 31st, the government could be another shutdown. I don't think Obama had that many shutdowns, nor did Joe Biden. And this is not about left versus right. Like, y'all got to admit, ever since this dumb fuck got into office, do y'all admit that, wait a minute, the government has shut down more than 18? Sincerely, just keeping it a buck. Child, I don't even want to read this because, like, really. So the criminals who commit the crime are going to take the lead in the investigation. Child, please. This don't make no sense. I'm saying everything will be examined as a part of the probe. Every video will be analyzed. Everything will be looked at. And that's part of the answers I can't speak to, but this happened in seconds. But yet your prostitute whore of a waste of life defending the deletion of Americans went at the podium and said that he was being violent. So you can't speak to those answers, but yet you can say that somebody was violent? Okay, child. So there is a memorial there. And yes, I do have that right here. Former President Barack Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama released a joint statement calling Pretti's killing a heartbreaking tragedy. It said his death should be a wake-up call to every American, regardless of party, that many of our core values as a nation are increasingly under assault. Federal law enforcement and immigration agents have a tough job, but Americans expect them to carry out their duties in a lawful, accountable way and to work with rather than against state and local officials to ensure public safety. The Obama said that's not what we're seeing in Minnesota. The Obamas criticized administration officials for seeming eager to escalate the situation and gives explanations that appear to directly contradicted by video evidence that has to stop. And fully agreed. And child, Abigail Jackson, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, ooh, but I am for real. Please just know your delusions of grandeur ain't fooling nobody now. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, ooh, but I am for real. They are not trying to exploit this moment to sow more division. God forbid, Abigail Jackson, if your grandchild or if your children or if anybody you care about was deleted by ICE, I don't think you would have the same energy. Child. But there it is. Those are some of the many updates there. From NPR here, everybody, from NPR. National Public Radio videos and eyewitnesses refute federal account of Minneapolis power. So, right here is the second fatal powering in Minneapolis by immigration agents this month. Once again, 47 administration officials immediately defended the action of self-defense while blaming the victim in this case, claiming he was a domestic terrorist intending to massacre officers. Multiple bystander videos of witness testimony contradict that. Pretti can be seen holding only a phone in his hand before at least 6 officers tackled him, putting him face down on the ground, empowering him in the back, firing what sounds like 10 pounds. One eyewitness said in a court document, the victim was not even facing agents when they grabbed him. It didn't look like he was trying to resist, just trying to help a woman up, they wrote. So even people on the ground are feeling away. So with that being said, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry tears into DHS and ICE after a woman is fatally powered by agent. This is about Renee, but still, I think this needs to be played. Sorry, y'all.
Taxes was so taxing.
Now taxes is so free. Typical tax free edition only. Roughly 37% of filings qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. Now this is taxes. File for free and get the most money back. Guaranteed.
Mayor, I appreciate you talking to us. You heard the comments from President Trump, from Secretary Noem. They say the ICE officer acted in self-defense. There's obviously a huge disagreement about what the videos show. Have you completely made up your mind, or do you still have questions?
I'm not going to preempt the investigation that will be taking place, I'm told, by the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension at the state. But I got two eyes. I saw the same videos that you saw. And the notion that this is domestic terrorism on the form of the victim, yeah, is positively ridiculous. I mean, the way that ICE is behaving is reckless, not just in this incident, but numerous others. And here's the thing. The chief and I have been saying, not just privately, but very publicly for well over a month, that something like this was going to happen. Either a civilian, a police officer, or even an ICE agent getting injured badly or killed. And so, look, I saw exactly what happened. I mean, what you saw was the victim.
Hang on a second. Because I know we're not doing this. So here's the thing. I am reading comments, but I'm only reading comments that make sense to me. And I cover, actually, let me show you Saber 44. Since you wanna, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna hide you. Yep. And we're going to remove you. And Saber 44. I take so much pleasure in putting people in their place. You have 5 subscribers. 5. Count them. 5. Okay. Let me show you what I do since you came over to my chat. Okay. Let me show you what I do. Here's what I do. Okay. This is what I do. I cover all this. All of this. I actually cover a lot of other things. Right? So your 5 subscribers and no views, right? Compared to me, 3,353 subscribers and 996,215 total views. So you want to tell me what I'm doing? That's not how we doing this. No. So we will do that to you. Okay. All right. Moving on. Like the fuck wrong with y'all? I'm sorry. What? Are you serious? My God. I mean, just stupid. Oh my Lord, just man. Well, let's all hope that Saber triple 44 doesn't get deleted by ICE, because I'm sure they would not have the same energy if they got deleted by ICE. Okay, all right, moving on. Stupidity for me. The freaking stupidity for me. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Well, we can just do this too. Yeah, we can do that too. And we can just remove that. Yeah. Oh my Lord, Jesus! Y'all really thought y'all could get y'all thought y'all could really have a life today? My Lord! Oh my God! So sad. Okay, first of all, to Snow Bear 10, I did not cheer for Charlie Kirk. Okay, I did not at all. I did, however, say that I think it's interesting that for everybody wanting to honor Charlie Kirk, this, that, and the third, that the other people who got deleted unnecessarily by POW violence did not get honored. And there was a black pastor that said, while I do not agree with what happened to Charlie Kirk, that does not mean, right, that how you live erases what happened to you. So please speak for your damn self. Not everybody is the same. So, moving on. Back to this clip.
Them taking at least like a 3-point turn. This was clearly not with any sort of intention to run somebody over, but to get out of there. And you don't need a legal degree to know that that does not authorize the use of deadly force.
You hear in the video one officer telling her to get the F out of the vehicle. He is trying to open up the door. That's when she does, you say was a 3-point turn. She moves, she's going backward, and then she's moving forward in a slightly turning direction. What kind of an investigation? You think she was trying to get away?
Look, that's what it appears to me. That being said, again, I'm not going to preempt an investigation that will be underway by the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension.
And that's a
state
organization.
That's a state organization, and the state has said that that is going to be the entity that is, at least in part, stepping up to review what took place. That being said, again, the narrative that ICE is spinning immediately after this was that this was purely self-defense and that the act by the victim was some sort of domestic terrorism. That, and I'll say it again, is bullshit. That is bullshit. The way they've been conducting themselves is also bullshit. And we all need to be very clear-eyed about what's happening, because, by the way, this is not just about Minneapolis. This is about the endurance of our republic. The things that are taking place are not just illegal, they are unconstitutional. They are coming in here. They are claiming it's about safety, and it ain't. They are claiming it's about enforcing the law, and it's not. What they are doing is terrorizing communities. They are ripping families apart, and they are creating danger, as we saw, where they claim to be creating safety. That's not okay in Minneapolis. That's not okay in any city in the entire country. If you care about the endurance of our republic and you care about the President of the United States and an administration abiding by the Constitution, whether you are a Democrat or you're a Republican, now is the time to stand up. This ain't okay.
Has your police department, have others expressed concerns about the training of these ICE officers in terms of operating in an urban environment, any kind of crowd control, interacting with?
I do want to bring this up. I do want to bring this up. Us on an app let's see, us on an app called to tell. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. You're supposed to call them 5 times a day and make them change. I do agree with that. Cards 12E, I do agree with that. That's my First Amendment right to watch CNN. Who are y'all to check me? Like, really? Yeah, y'all going to check me, right? Y'all going to check me about what I'm watching, but yet we're not going to check the fact that somebody got deleted in the United States of America. See, this is what I mean by the idiocy. All right, Doris F. Day, much love to you. Listen, Doris F. Day, if you got deleted by ICE, I think people would stand up for you. So everything's in the eye of the beholder, but we agree to disagree, and much love to you. But anyway, like I said, I do agree that this is important to call the senators, but also to be able to have conversations like this on a public platform also is going to elevate the conversation. So to me, I do believe that that this is the right thing to do, to have this conversation. So okay, so we're just gonna do this because I ain't got time for it. Nope, ain't got time for it. Oh my Lord. I mean, listen, y'all. If you want to be stupid, right, there are plenty of other chats to go be stupid in. But coming over to tell me what I should and should not be doing, asking me if I'm watching CNN, and this, that, and the third, it's like, if you don't like it, go watch something else. Sincerely, there are plenty of other content creators to go watch. I mean, my Lord Jesus. The fact that a subscriber is more upset about somebody pulling up a clip from CNN than somebody getting deleted in the United States of America, that goes to show you how far demented, decrepit, and dilapidated we are as a society. That a network and what somebody watches is more important, right? It's more important than a crime that was committed and somebody getting deleted. I mean, God forbid if MLC gets deleted by ICE and CNN runs their story. I mean, you're going to be upset that CNN is talking about you and trying to defend you and this, that, and the third. What, you want to be promoted by Fox News? I mean, you're more upset about a network covering a story that matters than somebody getting deleted in America. Like, really? 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 Shut up. Let's roll on. I can't. But I do agree with your E-cards, 12E. We should get on the phone, but also, too, we got to have the circumstances for things to change, too. So I do agree. It takes us talking about it and also, too, people calling as well. So I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm just adding to your point. Okay, let's roll on with this clip from CNN.
People who are videotaping them, is this what they are trained? Which I assume your police officers have training in that.
I don't think the ICE agents know what the ICE agents are doing. Our police officers are deeply trained. Look, over the last 5 years, our police department has dramatically improved. We are the change that we all want to see. We are making those changes literally as we speak. And by the way, crime is down. In virtually every category, in virtually every neighborhood, crime is down. Now juxtapose that against what we're seeing from some of these federal agents. They are not trained in. They are not abiding by constitutional law. They certainly are not de-escalating tense situations because, I don't know, if what we saw by these federal agents in this most recent instance is de-escalation, I guess I don't even understand the definition of the word.
Secretary Noem criticized you directly in a news conference a short time ago. I just want to play that and let you respond.
Because Governor Walz and Mayor Frey refuse to protect Minnesotans, and instead they protect these criminals, that's why we are here. And we didn't just show up yesterday, we've always been here. By not working with us, Governor Walz and Mayor Fry are putting those criminals and prioritizing them over our children and our grandchildren.
The Secretary's adamant ICE is staying. You're calling for ICE.
Now, Kristi Noem does not give a damn about Minnesota's children and grandchildren. She doesn't even give a fuck about her own family if she has one. You know, sometimes some women should not be mothers and some men should not be fathers. And I said it. Moving on.
To leave, what happens now? And what do you say to her accusation?
First off, when I hear that, that sounds to me like someone that does not believe a word that she is saying.
Yep.
We have worked with federal agencies, by the way, substantially around investigating violent crime, preventing narcotics trade, getting guns off the street. We've worked with the U.S. Attorney's Office substantially. We've driven down crime on the north side, for instance. Crime is, and specifically shootings, are at an historic low. So, look, we're pro-law enforcement. We're anti-violating the Constitution. We're anti-crime, but we're pro-getting ICE out of here because I gotta say, they are causing so many problems in our city. You know, the stated reason, again, is safety. But what we are seeing is that they are tearing families apart.
Finally,
we are seeing people that are terrified to go outside, go to their local businesses, and now exactly what we said would likely happen, happened. I hate to be right here.
Well, finally, what is your message not only to ICE, but also to residents in your city? We've seen this large protest tonight. Are you concerned about what may occur tomorrow? What's your message to citizens?
Yeah. My message to ICE, pure and simple, is to leave. My message to our community is that this is our moment to stand up and do the right thing. You've got this federal government that is going to show up with hate. We're going to show up with love. You got this federal administration that is going to come in to try to sow anger and chaos. We're going to show up with peace. We're going to do this right. We're going to be our best versions of self. This federal government wants to have an excuse to militarize Minneapolis and bring additional occupation to our city. We won't let them. We're going to do the right thing. We're going to be filled with hope. We're going to get justice, and we're going to make sure that we're doing right, not just by Minneapolis, but we're going to be an example for other cities throughout the country to follow. This is going to be a moment.
So tomorrow, do you tell residents, don't protest, don't confront anybody, stay home, calm down? What do you say?
No, protest.
Specifically.
Great. First Amendment, awesome. Speak out. People are angry. I get it. If you can't tell, I'm angry. But let's not take the bait. They want residents of Minneapolis, they want me to make some sort of mistake in their mind.
Yep.
That would authorize, at least in their mind, a deployment of a whole lot more troops. We know how devastating that would be to our community. We know how injurious that would be to safety in our city. And we all recognize, for those of us that care deeply about our immigrant community, and I do, having deployment of additional troops is not the right route at this moment or any moment here. And so what we are going to do is meet that hate with a whole lot of love. We're going to do the right thing in Minneapolis. We're going to, of course, speak out. Of course, express First Amendment rights. We're going to do that peacefully, and I have a really good feeling that we are united in fine fashion to get this done correctly.
I need that brother run for president. Okay?
That unrelenting itch, when moderate to severe eczema is uncontrolled despite topical treatment, relieve itch fast with clearer skin that lasts. Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions can occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
Gold has just hit its highest price ever, surging beyond $5,000 per ounce for the first time. Gold is often seen by investors as a refuge.
Okay, we don't care about gold right now. Good damn. Okay, here we go.
clearly. If all of the videos that we I need to speak very plainly and clearly. If all of the videos that we have seen are the only bits of evidence that are out there for investigators to look at, then DHS is lying. That is how everyone on the ground sees it, and anyone who has looked at those videos sees it. They said that he was brandishing a weapon, that Alex Pretti was brandishing a weapon when he approached the Border Patrol agents. There is not a single video that shows that. The thing he was brandishing, if you will, was a cell phone. Now, we have gone over the video from several different angles, and here is what you can see for yourself happened in the videos that are available to us. Take a look.
Today, we remember that freedom is not free.
This is Alex Pretti doing his duty as a nurse at the Veterans Hospital, saying a final goodbye to a soldier. Pretti, at 37, is now dead, killed by Border Patrol agents. He's the third person shot by federal agents here in less than a month.
He was an ICU nurse. He was a worker like myself. He was part of the fabric of my community.
He says Pretti was also a volunteer observer documenting what ICE was doing in his city. His death, like Minneapolis resident Renee Goods, was caught in chilling clarity on cell phone video from several angles with several witnesses.
It wasn't just the physical sound of it. It was like trying to break our spirit, you know?
A warning. What you are about to see is what Nilson Barajo saw outside the donut shop. This is the clearest angle of the shooting as it happened. That is Alex Pretti recording on his cell phone as Border Patrol agents arrive outside the donut shop. He goes into the street, waving cars through. Now, here is how the Department of Homeland Security described how Pretti approached federal agents.
An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers.
And y'all, let me go back here for a minute, because like I said, I wasn't going to show the video, but CNN is showing the video, so we're going off of that. This is a cell phone case, okay? Now, I don't know. Said no one ever. Listen. So this is a cell phone case. Just because it's black does not mean it's a PAL, okay? Now, if ICE and Kristi Noem, the prostitute whore that believes in deleting Americans is okay, or that deleting Americans is okay, thinks that all black things look the same, then that's bullshit. Okay? All right? Moving on. Like, hello, like cases have camera holes right here. They've always had that. Like, if you look at Kristi Noem's phone, I'm sure she has a case on her phone. Stupid.
Pretti described how Pretti approached federal agents.
An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
That's not what video shows. It shows federal agents approach Pretti. All he has in his hand is a cell phone, not a gun. Then you see him moving one protester away from agents while agents shove another to the ground. As he tries to help the protester they shoved, agents deploy pepper spray. 3 wrestle him to the ground, more join in. From another angle, you see one agent punching him in the face with a canister of pepper spray in his hand. Pretti is on the ground under them. Nothing appears in his hands. You can see an officer in a gray jacket walk into frame. Seconds later, agents shout, "He's got a gun." One agent removes a gun from Pretti's belt. He steps away from the scene carrying a firearm seen here in his right hand. Turns out, state authorities say Pretti has a license to legally carry a gun, but you never see him draw it. Instead, an agent draws his gun while standing above Pretti and fires the first shot. Pretti survives, somehow rising up to his knees. Then, agents fire at least 10 more times.
Now, see, what's going to end up happening one of these days is somebody in Minneapolis is going to get Jonathan Ross or that motherfucker and handle him or her with the most disrespect in the same fashion, if not worse. And let me tell you something. The United States has a way of making things rock. Listen, did you see shit? No, I didn't see shit. Did you see shit? Nope. That was completely unnecessary. Complete 10. They ain't giving a damn about color at this point. And guess what? When those facts get found out that this was a cell phone and he got a license to carry, that motherfucker should be prosecuted. And when you go to jail, they believe in a couple of things. They don't believe in rape. They don't believe in deleting and beating up women and children. And they believe in the right damn thing. Those people will gladly take care of him in jail. If not before Minneapolis get a hold to that person. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. There's a thing as the family is police. Rolling on.
Pretti's body slumps, face down in the street, lifeless. But federal authorities weren't done with their accusations against him.
This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement.
Pretti's neighbor, Chris Gray, says that couldn't be farther from the truth.
Well, everything they say about my neighbors is a lie.
All right, so you heard there from his neighbor, Chris Gray, who says Pretti was out here not to harm anyone, but to protect his neighbors. He says he was simply out here practicing his First Amendment and his Second Amendment rights, but was killed by agents who are supposed to protect us and allow us to use those rights, whether it be in the streets or in our homes. He ended up being killed by those very agents who are charged with protecting our inalienable rights. That is what you are hearing from the scene. You can see all the videos from all the different angles yourselves. You decide. Yeah. Jessica.
Thank you, Sarah Sitnine, one of the great legends of journalism and everything in between there. From CBS News, also known as MAGA News now, 2 federal hearings Monday after Border Patrol deletes Alex Pretti, 47 sending Tom Harmon to Minnesota. Just know anytime the president does anything, it's never for good. Because he is no good himself. Should have been swallowed by his mother, Mary, as a one-night stand. Moving on. Federal judges will hear 2 separate cases on Monday related to the ongoing surge of immigration agents in Minnesota. Monday morning, Minnesota, Attorney General Keith Ellison will be in court to argue for an end to Operation Metro Surge. U.S. District Court Judge Eric Tornson granted a temporary restraining order against the U.S. Department of Homeland Security over the weekend, barring the department from altering or destroying evidence connected to the deletion of Alex Pretti in South Minneapolis. President 47 on Monday morning said he sent a Borzar Tom Harmon to Minnesota, saying Tom is tough but fair and will report directly to me. Now, lying is lying, so for being that stupid, we will get rid of you. Moving on. Like, what? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Are y'all good? Like, seriously. Seriously. Are y'all okay? My Lord. Y'all get some help. For real. Y'all got to get some help. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord, let's keep going, man. Like I said, if the president is a racist, bastard, ignoramus, sadistic, sexist, and everything in between, and you send somebody who agrees with your thinking and says, well, actually, it was a pal, and then you go on Truth Social, and say lies, motherfucker, he's not going to be fair. He's going to report what he wants to report to you so he can keep his job. What the fuck? You see the bullshit here? Pretti, ICU nurse who worked at the Minneapolis VA Veteran Affairs Hospital, was identified as the man deleted by Border Patrol agents Saturday morning. He was the second U.S. citizen deleted by federal forces in Minneapolis in January, following the shooting of Renee. There's actually 3 people, by the way, y'all. So right here, Chris Medill, who was running as Republican candidate for Minnesota governor, as ended his campaign, he says he cannot support national Republican state retribution on citizens of our state, nor can I count myself a member of the party who would do so. But you know what, Chris? Good for you. Good for you. Officials' response to fatal in Minneapolis powering causes anger among some at DHS. Oh, y'all angry? You big man, you pissed, don't give a fuck. Statements by senior Department of Homeland Security administration officials over U.S. Border Patrol agents' failed power of acts Pretti, many of which have been directly contradicted by videos among the incident witness accounts, has caused some internal frustration among some at DHS. Really? Multiple sources with direct knowledge of the situation told CBS News, MAGA News at this point. Some at DHS are increasingly concerned about the agency's reputation. Oh, wow. You're increasingly concerned about the reputation of people deleting U.S. citizens. Wow. One official who requested to speak anonymity to speak candidly said top DHS officials were mishandling public messaging around the incident, making statements that were not supported by concrete evidence before any investigative findings came out. It's unclear who at DHS thought it would be a good idea to make such claims before any facts were established. It was a terrible miscalculation, the U.S. official said. Kristi Noem, the prostitute horrible, believes that deleting U.S. citizens is okay. She's the dumb bitch that did this shit. Stop it. Moving on. So, right here, y'all, from Fox News, also known as MAGA News as well, says key senator won't fund DHS as ICE. Federal agents enter his state rather. Key shutdown negotiator Senator Angus King rejects DHS funding package. One of the key negotiators who helped end the last government shutdown will support a Department of Homeland Security DHS funding bill, further adding to the likelihood of another closure. Senator Angus King, independent of Maine, told CBS Face the Nation on Sunday that he could not support the current $6 funding package because it would include the DHS funding bill. King was a pivotal figure in the last shutdown and was one of only 8 Senate Democrat caucus members to join Republicans to end it. King, like other members of the Senate Democrat caucus, is infuriated by the death of Alex Pretti, the 37-year-old nurse who was found dead by a Border Patrol agent in Minneapolis on Saturday. And by the way, Minneapolis is not even on the border. So what are we doing? Like the border is like Mexico and the U.S. Like what the hell? My Lord Jesus. Whew. My Lord, it'll just give anybody a job nowadays, huh? Congressional Democrats have rallied against immigration customs enforcement ICE agents entering Minnesota and elsewhere, but begrudgingly agreed to support the DHS bill until the chaos over the weekend unfolded. I hate shutdowns, King said. I'm one of the people who have negotiated the solution to the end of the last shutdown, but I cannot vote for a bill including ICE funding under the circumstances. King's resistance to the package comes after Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Democrat of New York, announced that Senate Democrats will not support legislation increasing the odds of a partial government shutdown by the end of the week. It also comes on the heels of ICE entering King's home state of Maine for Operation Catch of the Day. Where Democrat Governor Janet Mills is running to beat Senator Susan Collins, Republican of Maine, a pivotal Senate race that can determine the balance of power in the upper chamber. King argued that there was an easy way out of the funding snafu. Senate Majority Leader John Thune, Republican of South Dakota, could separate out the DHS funding bill and let lawmakers vote on the remaining 5 bills. No, we're not doing that. However, should that happen, the House will still have to weigh in. The lower chamber won't return to Washington, D.C. until next month, but all ensuring a partial government shutdown by Friday unless lawmakers can reach a compromise agreement. Let's have an honest negotiation. King said, put some guardrails on what's going on, some accountability that will solve this problem. We don't have to have a shutdown. Or we can let the U.S. citizens handle this disrespectfully in the streets, and then y'all can do what y'all going to do. Just a thought. Now, in the midst of all this, right? I want to show y'all a funny. Okay, I want to show y'all funny. This child, none of this shit is funny. But for an administration to say that this Alex Pretti did something wrong, I want y'all to look at this from fair and balanced, okay? I want y'all to look at this and just know that this is a very real story, okay? Very real story, okay? Stop. Here we go, y'all. Let's watch it, shall we? Here we go, everybody. Here we go.
That a member of Donald Trump's cabinet, if I were to tell you that a member of Donald Trump's cabinet, right, one of the secretaries, is under an internal investigation for allegedly having a secret stash of booze in their office in Washington, D.C., for taking subordinates to a strip club on an official government trip, and of course, for treating their entire staff like garbage, you would probably automatically assume that I am talking about Pete Hegseth, right? I mean, the booze, the strip clubs, the treating people like dirt, that sounds like Pete Hegseth, right? Well, believe it or not, the investigation is not into Pete Hegseth. It is, in fact, into Labor Secretary Lori Chavez Derrimer.
So, if you're wondering who this person is, this is her, right? And that's her family, good-looking family, there. And look at the baby, just like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm innocent. But she looks like a Latino to me. She looks like a Latino, right? And oh my God, look at that. Married 47 cabinet member accused of sex with bodyguard. Also, we I will always love you, and I will always love you. Let's keep going, shall we?
Chavez Derrimer, if that is how you pronounce it, my apologies if not,
oh God,
is now under an internal investigation after multiple complaints from her subordinates about all of the behavior I just mentioned and several other quite shocking allegations. More in just a moment, but first a quick word from today's video sponsor. Let me pause for a second because this actually helps you cut through a lot of the corporate media nonsense we deal with every day. One of the biggest...
She is a Hispanic, by the way, y'all. I just want to bring up her history right here. She was the first Republican woman to represent Oregon in the House of Districts. She was one of the first 2 Hispanic women. So, I thought the president didn't like anybody that didn't look like him. Wow. So as long as you suck the dick of the president, vice president, everybody in the administration to do what they tell you to do to the detriment of your own people, go forth, prosper, and multiply destruction, right? Okay, moving on.
Biggest problems with political media isn't just bias. It's that the same stories get framed completely differently depending on who owns the outlet and what narrative they're pushing. Ground News is a website and app that makes that really easy to see. It pulls together coverage of the same story from across the political spectrum and shows you visually who's covering it, how those outlets lean politically, how reliable they are, and who owns them. What I personally find most useful is being able to compare headlines side by side. You're looking at the same underlying facts, but you can immediately see how different outlets emphasize different narratives and how corporate incentives shape that coverage. Ground News also has a blind spot feed, which highlights important stories that are being underreported by one side of the political spectrum. A lot of issues never break through simply because they don't fit a preferred narrative, and this helps expose that. You can also personalize your feed by interest so you're not just fed whatever outrage story is trending that day. If you want to check it out, go to ground.news/Farron or scan my QR code. Using my link gets you 40% off the Ground News Vantage plan, and you can also gift a subscription directly through Ground News. I genuinely recommend it if you want to stay informed without being steered by corporate media framing. So in terms of the scandals we have seen so far in this first year of the Trump administration, this one honestly is kind of tame and a little hilarious, especially because it doesn't involve, accidentally leaking secret war plans multiple times like Hegseth has done, or of course, using your office to prosecute Donald Trump's political enemies or attempt to prosecute them, because that keeps falling apart for Pam Bondi. But it is a scandal nevertheless, and it is pretty hilarious. So what happened is that Labor Secretary Lori Chavez Derrimer, according to the complaints against her that sparked this investigation, she allegedly first has a, quote, secret stash of booze in her office in Washington, D.C., so that she can have a little drink anytime she wants. 2, is horrible to her staff, and that is a very serious allegation. She treats them like dirt. She yells at them, screams at them, insults them, those kinds of things, according to this report here from the New York Post. 3, invents fake official government trips so that she can go and visit her family. Now, that would be an impeachable offense, by the way. If you are, in fact, making up trips, like billing taxpayers just because you want to go to Nevada to visit your family, which is absolutely something that has been alleged here, that is impeachable. That is a misuse of government funds. That does rise to the level of high crimes and or misdemeanors, and that would warrant an impeachment. So that is a very serious one as well. Number 4, while on a so-called official trip to Portland, Oregon on April 18th, she decided at the end of the workday, you know what? We've all had a long day. We all want to relax and unwind. My secret stash of booze is all the way in D.C. So how about we all go to the strip club? And
now, you could say she is the Latina version of Lizzo, okay? Now, of course, y'all know Lizzo is still going through her court thing. Some of the charges have been dropped. So, like I said, with all people, innocent until proven guilty. So, until they confirm that Lizzo is guilty, innocent until proven guilty of Lizzo. But I will say I'd rather would have a Lizzo in the world than the president of the United States in the world, okay? Moving on. Now, back to this clip.
And she took, according to the subordinates, the employees to a strip club. I'm guessing on the government's dime and on the government's time. Because if she just did that like on her own, paid for it herself, was, drove themselves there, non-government thing, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like if that's what you choose to do in your spare time, more power to you. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do have a problem with my tax dollars being used by a Trump administration official to take her employees out pardoning. And of course, there is number 5,
Go Seahawks, indeed.
which is the rumors that she was having an affair with a much younger staffer. She is 56 years old. It doesn't say how old the alleged staffer was, but it does say that he was substantially younger than she is. I say he, I don't know. It doesn't actually gender the individual at all. So those are the 5 big revelations from this investigation. And believe it or not, when Caroline Leavitt was asked about this by, the media, they're like, hey, what about this investigation? She didn't deny that the investigation was taking place. That, to me, is one of the most shocking parts about this story. She simply said, I have spoken to the president about that report regarding the secretary. Wow. I mean, she didn't fly off the handle. She wasn't like, you're a bunch of fake news a-holes. I hate you all and hope you die in a car accident, like she usually is with people asking her questions. She was just like, yeah, I've talked to Trump about that. Yeah. Okay, bye. So this could be serious. It could uncover some impeachable offenses, misuse of government funds, abuse of power, whatever. But this is something to keep an eye on from a member of Trump's cabinet who up to this point had remained relatively unscathed in terms of, all the horrible things everybody else has done. She's been quiet. She's been out of the press. But apparently those days have now come to an end. Scientists recently discovered a new evolutionary trait in puppies. And it's that they cannot grow up and reach their full potential unless you subscribe to this channel. Don't do it for me, folks.
Some cute
do it for
puppies,
little Atlas and Judge here. Good boys. You do good. You want to say something?
This is Pharaoh.
No? Okay.
This is Pharaoh.
Tatari has been very instrumental in helping.
Cousins, by the way. He was on Ring of Fire, but he was doing multiple jobs and he needed to let some stuff go. So this is his main channel. He's still good with the people at Ring of Fire. So, but anyway, you guys saw the headlines. So let's get into it. Okay, here we go. From the Daily Beast, married 47 cabinet member accused of sex with bodyguard using protection. I love the double entendre there. Yes, indeed. Labor Secretary Lori Chavez Demir has been hit with fresh allegations as internal investigation. We can't make this shit up. Internal investigations into allegedly boozy conduct continue. Let's get into it, shall we? Labor Secretary Lori Chavez Demir has had her bodyguard temporarily suspended from duty pending an ongoing internal investigation into allegations of abuse of position. So you mean to tell me that Lori and the former mayor of New Orleans, they know each other? They both use bodyguards? So for those of you who do not know, I'm so sorry, you can't make this stuff up. So LaToya Cantrell and Mr. Jaffe, they were in a Whitney Houston bodyguard affair, right? Using local taxpayer dollars for her to have a relationship. So just wanted you to know about that. Moving on. According to two sources speaking to Bloomberg Law, a security officer was placed on administrative leave on January 16th after 47's labor boss from hell was accused of conducting a romantic relationship with a security staff member. The steamy allegations are part of the wider chaotic workplace conditions that Chavez Demir accused of cheating. And then here, popping bottles with staffer. These include drinking during the day from her personal stash of champagne, bourbon, Kahlua. Good morning, everybody. This espresso is so good in the morning. Yes. How you handsome fellow here. Y'all, this ain't my fault. This her fault. She did this. I'm just reporting on it, okay? Taking officials to strip clubs and committing travel fraud to visit family and friends of the government's dime. Now, if Destiny Pan don't have anything to do with this, because she committed wire fraud, so I'm sure Destiny has not been to the places she has been to. Okay, listen. Moving on. The investigation was sparked by a complaint filed at the start of the month with the Department of Labor's Office of Inspector General, according to a report obtained by the New York Post. It alleges that Chavez DeRemner, 57, hosted a subordinate in her Washington, D.C. apartment on 3 separate occasions and twice in her hotel room while traveling. Yeah. He was helping you pack your suitcase up, huh? That's what he was doing. He was packing and unpacking. Yeah. That's what was going on. In October, the Labor Secretary is alleged to have spent time at the Red Rocks Casino Resort and Spa in Las Vegas along with a staff member with whom she was reportedly conducting amorous congress. Chavez DeMarina has been married to her husband, Dr. Sean DeMarina, for more than 3 decades. The couple has twin daughters together. Oh, my Lord. It's always got to be somebody with some kids involved. Why we got to put kids through this? At least a dozen government officials have reportedly already been interviewed as in part of the internal probe. Chavez DeMarina's chief of staff, Jean Han, and Deputy Chief of Staff, Rebecca Wright, have been put on leave as the investigation unfolds, as had a third currently unnamed staffer. Both Han and Wright were both named in the complaint as having helped organize Oregon Republicans' improper work trips. Now, if we hear about some baby oil or something else, why are we having people help with improper work trips? Speaking to the Daily Beast, the White House has previously denied the accusations related to Chavez DeRemner. Oh, I'm sure the president has definitely gave some consulting and counseling. Look, listen, I use campaign funds to chill on my wife. You're gonna be fine. Listen, we're not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything as long as you keep doing the job of disrespecting people, not giving a damn about filing things on time, and doing what you want to do. We are going to be fine. You are a good Latino woman. Okay. The New York Post was unable to provide any evidence to corroborate these baseless claims in this report supposedly filed by a former disgruntled employee. It's all caps. White House spokesperson Taylor Rogers said Secretary Chavez DeMarina is an incredible asset to President 47's team, and she will continue advancing the president's America First agenda. The spokesperson for the Department of Labor has previously said that the allegations are categorically false. The Secretary is considering all possible avenues, including legal actions, to fight these baseless accusations. Anonymous sources, Labor spokesperson Courtney Perella has said. Prior to the most recent allegations, Chavez DeMarina had a reputation for partying. In April of last year, she was slammed for throwing a tone-deaf music office bash to celebrate her own birthday. My God. A Bahakulan spread was offered up to senior officials at the Department of Labor headquarters, while Department of Government efficiency cuts aimed to shut down some A7 Department of Labor offices across the country. Oh my God, there's not an ounce of truth to this. Anyone who knows my wife would know that Sean DeMarina previously said a statement about the allegations relating to his wife. The Daily Beast has reached out to the White House and Department of Labor for further comment. Now, I'm going to just say this to Sean. Sean, you don't know what your wife does when she's not there, okay? And listen, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, We gotta let the facts play out. But brother, I am sure that those co-workers know her movement. Okay, I'm sure they do. So I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I know you're trying to defend your wife, but people who are usually a part of his administration, Sean, they usually get found the fuck out. Okay, so I just want to let you know about that. All right, some more stuff for you guys, since we're just laughing and having a good time, all that and everything. Released from the Daily Beast as well. Desperate 47 turns to Democrats for help with key issue he's failing on. Yeah, that's happening. Hell freeze is over. President 47 is so desperate for fresh ideas on the economy, he's now turned to the people he's repeatedly blamed for the nation's dismal fiscal performance. Oh, really? This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing? Okay. Y'all know how that goes. Give me a moment. Here we go. From Yahoo News, courtesy of the Daily Beast. Let's keep it going. President 47 is so desperate for fresh ideas on the economy, he's now turned to the people he's repeatedly blamed for the nation's dismal fiscal performance. MAGA insiders told Politico's Playbook newsletter Friday that the White House is weighing discussions with the Democratic Party as a way of melding what might have been termed traditional Republican approaches and traditional Democratic approaches. While these proposals are more populist in orientation, it does not mean just taking off the shelf a Democrat proposal or refashioning it. One official said it is trying to figure out the ways in which the free market and the 47 its populism can be advanced using different paradigms. Economists remain divided on whether 47nomics can be advanced at all. The president has repeatedly leveraged and threatened astronomical tariffs against trading partners as a part of American First policy. He says will establish level playing field for the U.S. and international markets. Now, I did see something that he was going to charge France like a 200% tariff on champagne, which, if you haven't seen the news, more people are drinking less. And also, too, the shoe industry begged the president to stop these tariffs because the shoe industry could go out of business. So what he thought was going to work is destroying the economy. So now, because he put the nation and the world at risk of self-destruction, now he's like, hey guys, listen, look, I know you don't like me, and I don't like you, but maybe, you know, in the words of the Grinch, wait, I am the Grinch. I stole Christmas. I did not steal America. That was Christopher Columbus who stole America. And that was by the Native Americans who found America. Don't put me in this shit. Thank you, Grinch, for your commentary on this wonderful, well, not wonderful, but thank you for your commentary. Now, okay, back to you. Okay, so the Grinch doesn't want to be involved in my shenanigans. So listen, I was wondering if we could have a meeting at the White House. You know, I will try to listen. Knowing me, I don't listen to anybody, let alone myself, because I have dementia. But we can talk. I'm open. But financial experts have pointed out those same markets have overwhelmingly favored the United States for the better part of the century and warned that trade tariffs always end up affecting domestic prices since businesses move to shift the additional costs onto consumers over time. At 2.7%, inflation remains persistently high, with the increased cost of bare essentials like utilities, energy, and groceries reported to be hitting lower and middle income families hardest. While headline unemployment rates may not have spiked dramatically, job growth has slowed significantly across multiple sectors. You don't say! Significant government layoffs with hundreds of thousands of positions axed amid MAGA's cost-cutting frenzy last year and further reduced household income for former federal staffers while dampening consumer demand in local economies dependent on government employment. So remember how, Pete Seth is going to cut the small businesses program for blacks and minority government contracts, and we learned that government contracts are more than just for destruction. Yeah. And then with what Elon Musk did with Dodge, which, by the way, did I mention that Gronk, the AI bot that Elon Musk made, is getting sued by the European Union? And then I mentioned there's been many outages on Twitter. Seems like those Tesla, riots and protests seem like they were not in vain. Yes. A record-breaking government shutdown in October and November last year is also estimated to have cost the economy tens of billions of dollars, placing a considerable dent in both consumer and business confidence around the country. A fresh Wall Street Journal poll this week found that voters are more likely by 15 percentage points to rate the overall economy as weak rather than strong. Just over 50% of voters have said things have worsened over the past year, compared to 35% who believe the situation has improved. The White House seems conscious of those numbers ahead of this year's crucial midterm elections, but any reaching out across the aisle only starts to undermine the narrative voice that has consistently pushed about the nation's economic woes. Just this week, the MAGA leader told the World Economic Forum in Davos that under the Biden administration, America was plagued by the nightmare as stagflation, and that democratic economic policies are proven a recipe for misery, failure, and decline. It is so interesting that you keep pulling that out, but yet you don't pull out two facts to back up that argument. That's amazing, right? Just say anything without any proof, and people believe it. The Daily Beast has reached out to the White House for comment on this story. Now, we're going to go back to Pharaoh Cousins, who just released this clip here. This was members first, but he just released it, so here we go.
With midterms coming up this November, Donald Trump and the entire Republican Party understands that the public is not on their side. They have not done a single thing since taking power to benefit American citizens, unless, of course, you're in the top 1%. You've been handed everything. The other 99% of us, not so much. So Republicans, especially Trump, understand we got to do something for the people, but unfortunately, we're all very dumb. We don't know how to do policy, we don't know how to lead, and we don't know how to give people the things they're literally telling us they want, which kind of seems obvious. Like, we want this, and Republicans are like, well, I don't know what to do. But Trump has a plan to save his Republican Party from electoral slaughter in the midterms. Trump is reaching out to some old enemies, specifically Democrats in the House and Senate. That's right, folks. Donald Trump is now calling up Democrats and begging them to work with him on issues that Americans actually care about. Issues like capping credit card interest rates. He actually, this past week, called up Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren, who he has trashed for years as Pocahontas, asking her to work with him on capping interest rates. He called up Chuck Schumer, crying Chuck Schumer as he's called him, invited him to the White House, talked to him about how to handle the affordability crisis, which Trump claims is a hoax publicly, but apparently is terrified about it privately. What gets me about this is that the Republicans, including Trump, when they're in crisis, who do they call to fix things? Who do they call to help the American public so they can steal credit for it? The Democratic Party. Huh. It's almost as if the Democrats actually do, for the most part, know what they're doing. They do know how to help people. They may not always do it. They may kind of fall short of what needs to get done at times. But deep down, when it comes to helping the American public, the Republicans can't do it at all. So even they go to the Democrats. Now, I think the voters of America need to pay attention to this, because the Republicans are so afraid of losing elections that they're asking the Democrats to give them ideas on how to help the public, because Republicans don't know how to do it. So when you go to the polls this November, please remember who Republicans call when they're in trouble, who Republicans call when the public needs help. They're the ones who should be the ones doing it because they're in charge. They're the majority. They hold all three branches of government. They admit they can't do it. So they have to go begging the Democrats to work with them to solve the problems that Americans actually care about.
Correct.
And when I say work with them, I mean that very loosely, because what they're really asking Democrats to do is you guys come up with a bunch of ideas, we'll all pass it together, but then we'll go back to our districts and our states and the White House and take full credit for it, because that's what'll happen. So I'm a little torn on this. I don't know if these Democrats should work with Donald Trump, even if it's on issues that would help us, right? Trump is not doing this because he got visited by 3 ghosts last night and he suddenly has become a new man. He's an a-hole. He has spent years and years and years trashing all of the individuals he is now begging for help. And he will do it again the second he no longer feels like he needs them. He has called us evil. He has called us liars and cheaters. Every one of you, he has a special little nickname for. There is no reason for you to work with this bastard.
I'm with you.
And if you do, when it's all over, he's going to take full credit of it and go back to trashing you. The other side of it, of course, is that it does help the American public. So I don't know where I stand on this, but I'm pretty okay if the Democrats don't work with that a-hole who has spent years trashing them. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.
Now, I'm going to be real with you. I personally would not work with the president if I was a Democrat. Oh, you called me all these names? Oh, you got big mad because I use facts that you don't do shit that I do? And this, that, and the third, you want to come? Oh, no. Stay your ass over there. Okay. All right, moving on. Now, y'all know CBS News has gone to shit. Child, I just... And as y'all know, Tony DeCopel is the new anchor of the CBS Evening News. Plus, teleprompter problems, you know, patronizing the audience of like, we trust you to figure out the news instead of you just telling the news, all types of things, right? Him crying over Miami, this, that, and the third. Just watch this. I really, truly just want y'all to watch this, because when I saw this, I'm just like, I don't think that evening news anchors are supposed to do this. Like, far be it from me to give an opinion on anything, but I do think that maybe this should be improved, right? Just thinking. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, roll it.
In case you weren't yet sure about what's become of CBS after the Trump administration put their grimy fingers all over it, well, let me show you a little snippet of the new CBS Evening News anchor and his sign-off.
By the way, shout out to the damage report with John Magliola from New York Times.
Only in America, the many lives and many jobs of Marco Rubio, the son of Cuban immigrants and a former Florida senator. He's now the face of U.S. foreign policy and President Trump's point man on Venezuela, all in addition to his roles as Secretary of State, interim national security advisor, and acting national archivist and USAID chief. Whatever you think of his politics, you got to admit it's an impressive resume. And now AI memes have added to that portfolio, casting Secretary Rubio as the new governor of Minnesota, the new Shah of Iran, the prime minister of Greenland, the new manager of Manchester United, the head of Hilton Hotels, and highest of high honors of all, the new Michelin man. Now, back in real life, of course, these memes may not add up to much, but for Rubio's hometown fans, which are many around here in Miami, it is a sign of how Florida, once an American punchline, has become a leader on the world stage. Marco Rubio, we salute you. You're the ultimate Florida man.
What the F was that? Follow-up question on the memes. Who cares at all? Who gives a half of a damn about the stupid meme? What is that?
So, I'm with you, John. First of all, evening news anchors are not supposed to do that. I'm just like, wait, what is this? Like, let's just say that I was, bringing Braylon Lee Studios to Little Rock, Arkansas, right? And let's just say David Muir, was originally from Little Rock, Arkansas, or had a connection to Arkansas, this, that, and the third. It was talking about all my accolades, Braylon Lee's virtual tour, this, that, and the third. You are truly an Arkansas man. Your job is to report the news that Braylon Lee is coming home to bring something good to his state. Nothing more, nothing less. If you do say anything, hey, you know what? That's amazing. I hope more celebrities do it and move on. You're not supposed to be fawning over a person like that. It breaks so many rules of conduct, standard, and procedure. Because here's the thing, right? I know what y'all are going to say. Well, Braylon, you just said Christy Nome was a prostitute whore who believes in U.S. citizens being deleted. It's cool. And I did say that shit. You can't say that shit on the CBS Evening News, right? So there's a difference here. And to be real with you, if Tony DeCopel is going to keep doing this, cancel the CBS Evening News at this point. And it's sad to say that because we did a live here, we did a stream, we did a tour talking about how to extend the CBS Evening News to 1 full hour. Because, the 6 p.m. to 6:30. No, I'm sorry, from 6:30 to 7, because 7's prime time. How you can extend that for a full hour, be the only network newscast for a full hour to be able to go in depth and cover stories this, that, and third. But if y'all doing that, y'all need to stick to 30 minutes. And that's 30 minutes with commercials. It's about 19 minutes, 18 minutes without commercials. So just give you a little behind the scenes tea on that. But let's keep
by the way, I know that a lot of you that are watching this probably don't watch a lot of TV news necessarily. So you might be like me, like, oh, CBS Evening News, what does it matter? Like, I just want to be very clear. That's Walter Cronkite. That's his show. That's Dan Rather's show for decades. And now it's this guy. And like, maybe this is me being like a little petty. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, and I don't want to learn. It's Tony DeCopel. I don't know, and I don't get. He does not deserve for you to know how to pronounce his name if that's what he's going to do with the new job that he just got. That ridiculous news fellatio of Marco Rubio, because this guy wants Rubio to be president in 2028. And so you're trying to humanize him. He's pushing for the murder of the Cuban government, the invasion of the country. He's not the Michelin man. He's a warmonger. And we've got pathetic little pro-regime North Korean wannabes now occupying space in the CBS Evening News because you also have regime-friendly hacks and grifters like Barry Weiss in charge of the network. And so, what do you know? The Trump administration loved that broadcast. They retweeted saying, yeah, we love Secretary Rubio. It's so great. But before you jump in, Sharon, and I want your thoughts on all of this, that's what he had to say about Rubio. Okay, what does he have to say about one of the darkest moments in recent American history? Here he is on January 6th.
Also tonight, 5 years after the January 6th attack, a group of pardoned defendants marched through Washington. President Trump today accused Democrats of failing to prevent the attack on the Capitol, while House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries accused the president of, quote, whitewashing it.
Yeah, it's, everybody's got something to say about that moment. And hold up a second, hold up. Who marched on January 5 years ago? A group of pardoned defendants? That is a really awkward way to describe that. Also, when they marched, they were literally not pardoned defendants. What were they, Tony? Doc appeal? I don't even know and I don't care. Would you like to declare something about what they were? Did they just march, or did they march with their fists through doors and windows? Did they tear the weapons and stuff off of cops and try to beat them with flagpoles? Did the pardoned defendants try to murder cops? They did kill cops. Do you get that, Tony? Those pardoned defendants? But that is why he was chosen, to give fluff jobs to administration figures and to help them rewrite the darkest, most obviously anti-American moments in recent history. And that's what he's doing. What do you think, Sharon? You're a news person. Comment on what the news has become.
Tony DeCopel worked for this. He really did. Remember, this is the same guy a year ago, roughly. He did that biased interview concerning it.
Now, for those of you who don't know who Sharon Reed is, Sharon Reed worked at Channel 19 News in Cleveland, Ohio. She's known. I think something happened with her, some type of sexual scandal or something. I mean, Sharon Reed's a good-looking black woman. So, listen, me and Sharon were both single in the newsroom. Believe me, paper would not be the only thing coming out the copier, if you know what I mean. But that's neither here nor there. But the point is, she's been in the news industry for a very long time. So I think she was on a national show as well. But let's keep going.
Israel, Gaza, the Palestinians, and what the real concerns were. It was horrific. He was actually reprimanded by what was the old CBS guard for that. But as soon as the new guys took over, he got a promotion and an attaboy. Okay, they reversed it. This is what we're dealing with. You and I don't know about your finances. Maybe you're independently wealthy and you just like to have fun. Okay, I'm not, but I'm telling you, we could be a whole lot richer if we would stop letting the facts control us. Stop letting facts control you. And if you're able to just deliver the lines, you too could land a plum job there for doing propaganda. Yeah. Absolute. He can never ever be referred to as a journalist. It's sellout's not enough. Okay, calling him a sellout's not enough. Disgusting. Get an actor, hire an actor. And I don't mean to demean actors now. Now I'm demeaning actors. That was so gross. Just wipe out the newscast. We don't need them. We don't need these newscasts. Stop it. He's so gross.
Certainly would be more money. I don't think I could do it.
Not even for an hour.
B-roll of JD Vance. He's an intelligent and serious figure with strong principles. And oh boy, is he defensive towards his wife, a human female that he's actually attracted to. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could sell it. He's not into couches at all. I can't do it. I'm not getting the job.
With the cost of everything going up, here at TYT, we're always trying to help you guys out and save you some money. Your cell phone bill is the last place you should be getting ripped off. But if you're with Verizon or AT&T, chances are you're way overpaying for the plan you're on.
So that was basically the thing I wanted to show y'all. And shout out to Rob Schuster. And then we're going to do a positive news story. And then we're going to get on out here because, y'all, we've talked a lot. And also, too, we got Ray to Love coming up at 3 o'clock today. So shout out to Rob Schuster. Hey, Nikki News, my friend. Good to see you. I will extend the show for you. Child, I went in today. I gave no damn sucks or itch. And by the way, y'all, like, comment, share, subscribe to Nikki News. This woman right here listen, you're fine. Listen, what did I tell you? Okay, we good over here. For anybody who is new to the Virtual Tour family, how our relationship investment dynamic works It is not determined by how much you are over here. It's not determined by the likes, the comments, the shares, and everything else. As long as you invest in me in quality energy, I invest in you in quality energy, we good here. Because I know people have a life. You know what I mean? So we are good in the neighborhood. But child, you going to enjoy this replay. I promise you. I promise you. Child, I had some people try to check me today. Are you watching CNN? I'm like, motherfuckers. I cover everything else of the culture. Everything else. Every motherfucking thing else. And Nikki News, check your DM because check your DM because I gotta talk. Actually, you know what? Hang on, I'm about to message you now because I gotta talk to you about something that you're not gonna believe, child. It is so silly and idiotic and everything else. Give me one moment. Hang on, I gotta find my Instagram, child. One moment. There we go. Give me one moment, y'all. Give me one moment. Okay, we good. No, it is absolutely okay. Okay, I'll check. I've been crazy busy, but snowed in now. It's all good, my friend. I just DM'd you. Ciao. We'll talk. But y'all check this out. I want to play that clip because of this right here. Oh, where's my damn pink? Okay, you know what? All good. All good. This is just a little tick I have. Anyway. This is from Rob Schuster. Rob Schuster has been in the industry for a very long time, so you take everything with a grain of salt. But this is some news, allegedly, okay? Exclusive. CBS News hands editorial control to 47. White House demands final approval. I did say MAGA run news, right? I did say that, right? Oh, my Lord. White House demands final approval before stories air. CBS Evening News anchor Tony DeCoppel may still read the teleprompter, but insiders tell me the real power behind the broadcast now sits at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Multiple sources claim CBS News has quietly agreed to send all story transcripts to the White House for notes, suggested edits, and final sign-off before anything goes to air. Every story, every interview, every segment a CBS insider reveals it all goes to the White House now. All good. Let me see here. It all goes through the White House now. This isn't optional. It's the new reality. Tony can talk about journalism all he wants, but 47 decides on what gets seen. The shift became impossible to ignore during CBS's recent interview with President 47 at a Ford plant in Dearborn, Michigan. According to multiple sources, 47 spokesperson Caroline Levitt laid down the law before cameras even stopped rolling. Make sure you don't cut the tape. Make sure the interview is out in full. Levitt allegedly warned, if it's not, we'll sue your ass off. One source says the message landed exactly as intended. The White House is now in the room for every story. Second insider tells me CBS isn't airing news for America anymore. It's airing news for the president. And this is what we thought of Fox News, right? Behind the scenes, longtime staffers admit the network crossed a line few imagined possible. Tony can give all the speeches about he wants independence and integrity. A veteran producer confides, but CBS now has an audience of 147. It's the real the network. is no longer its own editor. What once a newsroom now feels, insiders say, it's like an extension of the West Wing. And the question echoing through CBS halls isn't what's news, it's what will the White House allow. Remember, if you're going to be nice, you got to be nice. Well, we've been naughty. Actually, no, we haven't. We've just been saying what needs to be said. But I will be naughty and nice with our positive news story of the day from Media Takeout. Ladies and gentlemen, PDF epidemics, grape epidemics, waste of life epidemics, slapped in Miami. Little baby associate got to him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a happy day. This is a happy day. This is a very happy day. One more time. Let's talk about it. PDF epidemics, grape epidemics, and waste of life epidemics allegedly slapped in Miami after years of online trolling finally catch up to them. Sometimes the internet does not stay on the internet. This weekend in Miami, controversial, that's an understatement, podcaster and media personality, said no one ever, PDF, grape, and waste of life epidemic reportedly learned the lesson the hard way that when a heated confrontation outside a nightclub turned physical. According to multiple witness accounts and viral video clips circulating online, PDF epidemics, grape epidemics, and waste of life epidemics was not inside the club when the incident happened. Instead, he was sitting in a car parked outside the venue with the window rolled down. Roll down, bro. Talking to people who were standing by. Hey, listen, so I could talk to you, but I'm gonna stay inside my car here. There was no visible security around him at the time, and he appeared relaxed, unaware of what was about to happen. Critch tells Coven that he smacked the hell out of whack and waste of life epidemics, PDF epidemics, and grape epidemics for talking ish.
Huh? I say ain't nothing happened to him. That's when he said something. I swear to God, right hand of God. I smacked the shot of him. I smacked the shot of him. Right hand of God, bro.
Oh God, you smacked academics.
Yes, and then listen. I smacked him. Listen. I smacked this nigga game. He left one of his mans outside.
Oh, so that's why this nigga hates you. Cause I was like, bro, why?
Listen.
What the fuck?
When I smacked this nigga game,
what?
Oh, let me show you.
Hey, you got some shit.
A man's recorded video. Listen, but this fuck nigga right here.
Now, I have exclusive footage of the slap. Okay, I have exclusive footage of the slap. Shout out to the Guardian for this. Okay, here we go. Let's watch. Let's watch this brother. Okay, this brother's name. This brother named Critch slapped PDF, grape, and waste of life epidemics right here. This, you ain't gonna see this nowhere else. Here we go.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Here we go, y'all. Listen.
Oh, wow.
Now, that was Critch slapping PDF, grape, waste of life
Will
epidemic.
Smith just smacked the shit
this
out
is not Chris Rock and Will Smith. That's not them.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
So that was Chris slapping PDF, grape, and waste of life epidemics right there. That was that right there. So let's get back to the article. For years, PDF Grape and Waste of Life Epidemics has openly criticized rapper Lil Baby, calling him wacky, repeatedly suggesting that his career is on decline. While much of this took place online through live streams and social media posts, fans say the comments were often harsh and personal. Many believe that tension had been building quietly behind the scenes. That tension reportedly exploded when a man identified as K-Rich, said to be close to Lil Baby, approached PDF Grape and Waste of Life Epidemics' car. Witnesses claim K-Rich walked up calmly at first and asked PDF Grape and Waste of Life Epidemics to repeat the same insults he made online. The mood almost shifted instantly. PDF Grape and Waste of Life Epidemics, who is known for his bold personality on camera, allegedly became hesitant and tried to change his tone. Yep. See, PDF Grape and Waste of Life Epidemics is the male version of Giselle Bryant. That he can talk all this shit, she can talk all this shit, but when it gets to her doorstep, his doorstep, they can't do shit. DJ PDF Epidemics, Grape Epidemics, and Waste of Life Epidemics claims Lil Baby's camp paid him allegedly $30,000. Right? Ooh, not 30 minutes. Point. $30,000 to chill on album criticism. Then allegedly backdoored him by sending K-Rich to swing on him. ACK says Lil Baby denied involvement, but now ACK is saying the price to fall back is $300,000. Ciao.
Now, this is where I get disrespectful. So Lil Baby got to drop his new album. And I'm gonna start getting really, I'm gonna start really getting on business. Yo, Lil Baby, you and your team paid me $30,000 to keep quiet about your motherfucking album, my nigga. And I said that day, and I realized, I said, well, if you pay me $30,000, ain't no way you sent a pussy ass nigga to come swing on me. Why would you do that? Don't make no sense. $30,000 you could pay for a hit. Why the fuck would you send a nigga to come swing on me for pennies and to clean your balls in your drawers and then pay me $30,000? And nigga, I got the receipts, nigga. I posted your shit, nigga. Why would you pay me afterwards? Because y'all whole demeanor was an act. You killing this nigga wave. And I said, I'll fall back. I said, I can't lie to the niggas, but I'll fall back. And y'all pay me to do it, nigga. Y'all paid me. And I dare nigga, I will show anything because I'll give it back to the companies that gave it to me, my nigga. But nigga, that was some pussy bitch ass nigga shit. If you sent the nigga to come swing on me, but you gotta pay me to make sure your music actually gets some traction. Just stand on it. When I called you, you should have said, nigga, you know what's up, nigga. You've been talking shit. Fuck you, pussy. But y'all ain't do that. Y'all backed off of that. Y'all said it wasn't y'all. Then y'all paid me money just to, act, could you give the album a shot? I chilled out. I'm like, all right, bet I'm going to let people say whatever it is. I said, you know what? That can't be Baby. Like, I found a couple songs I like. I start supporting it. I start going up with it. And then now I'm finding out in the 10th inning, yo, Baby, you niggas is bitches. You niggas paid me. Yo, nigga, I'm telling y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas going to have to, yo, Baby, you gonna have to pay me to get off your ass for this next time. Y'all pay me 30 bands already. The price is now 300 bands. Straight up. The price don't went up, nigga. 300 bands, nigga. You had this bitch ass nigga who you sent. Yo, Lil Baby, stop the bullshit, nigga. You sent this nigga to go do this bullshit, nigga. When I called you up, you acted like, oh, wait, what happened about? Yo, do you know this nigga K-Rich? I call every nigga that land. You know what they say? But that's his assistant. That's his nigga. Wait, he act like you don't know him? Yo, I talked to him. He say, Lord. You paid me for your album tonight. Yo, nigga, I'm on your ass forever, nigga. Remember that. So listen, I'm only saying this because I think this little K-Rich nigga thing, I'm going to go back and forth with him. Let me tell you this. I'm going to cost your boss $1 million. I did this to the best of them, and I'm going to do it to him. The $30,000 you gave me for your fucking album, nigga, make sure you know that when I'm slandering you tooth and nail to the cross, I'm gonna pin you to the fucking cross, Lil Baby, because your motherfucking nigga that you thought you could backdoor me, if you gonna squash it, nigga, or if you gonna be on some nigga, yo, keep your security and your gun up, tell me that, nigga, but don't do no pussy shit like, oh, we cool, and then have your man do some shit. Fuck him, and I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna take it out on you. Your money not good over here, and I'm gonna spend that money pretty good. And I'm gonna cut the stream off of that. But remember this, because you almost got away with this little comeback. But now when niggas see when I'm stepping on you, and this is, I've never had more dedication than this. You either gonna be a little Dirk.
You have dedication or something? Oh my God.
Yo,
I would hate
cook,
for you as a lazy fuck.
Fuck all that
Oh
shit,
my
nigga.
God.
Just stop being scared of 4 PF. Remember I told you that. Little baby, fuck you, fuck this nigga, and fuck everything y'all niggas got going on. Your money's no longer good over here. I'm stepping on everything that you got going on. Let's see how that works. You niggas paid me 30 bands. I never paid you pussy ass niggas for nothing. You paid me to step off your product. Y'all nigga paid me. I don't.
Oh my Lord, but the situation escalated quickly before PDF grade waste of life endemics could fully respond. The viral video appears to show K-Rich striking him in the face through the open car window. The slap was so forceful, according to reports. Saucy Santana, I need Saucy Santana and K-Rich to do a track, okay? Saucy, if this dude's in jail, Saucy Santana, get K-Rich out of jail. He did the thing that you should have done, okay? Listen. PDF Grape and Waste of Life Endemics lip was split. In the clip, PDF Grape and Waste of Life Endemics is seen recalling and shocked, clearly stunned by what just happened. Stefan back witnesses say PDF Grape and Waste of Life Endemics immediately pulled away and moved toward near club security, seeking protection. Wait, you were just in the car, bro, talking to people who were outside. Oh my God, he did not attempt to retaliate physically. I mean, look at him, can he? Said no one ever. Later, PDF Grape and Waste of Life Endemics reportedly contacted police and attempted to file a report. As of now, there has been no official confirmation of charges or arrests, and neither party has released a formal public statement. As PDF Grape Whack Endemics or Waste of Life Endemics, who this is. So apparently this must be a link to the clip here. Oh my God. So how did K-Rich get close enough to confront him? Sources claim that K-Rich arrived with someone PDF Grape and Waste of Life Endemics trusted, allegedly associate of popular streamer Kai Cenat. Popular would be an understatement. That connection reportedly lowered PDF Grape and Waste of Life Endemics guard, allowing the encounter to happen so suddenly. So what makes this incident resonate so strongly is the logic behind it. For years, PDF Grape and Waste of Life Endemics have built a brand on being outspoken and unfiltered online, but critics say this moment shows the potential of real world consequences of internet trolling, especially when it involves real people with real emotions. The video has sparked massive debate online. Some saying violence is never the answer. Others argue that public disrespect eventually invites confrontation. Either way, one thing is clear: it's a moment meant to stay, digitally crossed into reality. Now the entire internet is watching to see what happens next. Media Takeout will continue to follow this developing story. Y'all, that's your positive news story of the damn day. Listen. All right. Much love to you. Much love to you. I'll talk to you soon. No, I'm right here. I'm literally live. I'm not in the Matrix or anything like that. With that being said, I'm going to turn off the camera now because we done the whole show for over 2 hours. Yes, we have. What a epic show this morning, this afternoon for y'all. Of course, we got Ready to Love coming up at 3 o'clock. Let me text the crew to make sure that we are good. No, I have to. Okay, there it is. Are we still good for 11? So yes, indeed, y'all. Listen, it is what it is. I said what needed to be said, and then some. Hopefully, everybody will take it for what it is that Sometimes we just need to say what needs to be said. You know what I mean? And that does not mean that's fine, y'all. So if you guys see a clip cut out of TikTok centers, Anthony Anderson, Lemon Pepper, and all that, just know that that was a Will Smith clip that I played. Child, it's such a damn shame. You want people to talk about y'all with mainstream media, but yet content creators can't talk about y'all in the clip. Okay, child. Okay. All right. Child. But anyway, I do hope that everybody enjoyed the show. Like I said what needed to be said. There's nothing wrong with being able to talk about a multitude of things, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. But in the same token of being able to talk about many different things, it's okay to be real about things too. You know, I don't have any hate in my heart for anybody, because the hate that I have for you is blocking blessings that God has for me, right? So why hate on you when I'm also hating myself? Why would I do that? That makes no sense to me. If you get upset with somebody saying the truth about what they do, then maybe that means you need to check your mental health. Because a fact is a fact, regardless, right? It doesn't diminish what other people do. But a fact is a fact. And covering what's happening in the real world is not dark stuff. If that's the case, journalism is dark stuff. Podcasts are dark stuff. Media is dark stuff if people just cover the dark stuff. But there's also a lot of light in the world that some people don't consume, pay attention to, or give a fuck about. So the selective listening, seeing, and hearing on some people's parts there. So with that being said, y'all, we're just here chilling. I'm probably going to end it at maybe 2:45. And then we'll get ready here for Red Love at 3 o'clock. And boy, we got a lot to talk about with Red Love today at 3 o'clock. So, yeah, a lot going on with Red Love. And, ooh, that reunion. Ooh, my Lord, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. And I'm here for it, damn it. I'm here for it. Yes, indeed. So, yep, we're just chillaxing. Actually, you know what? Let's take a little bit of a commercial break. Let me let y'all know who I am, what we about, how we get down. We'll be back right after this. We are live on Tour Like Hum Show. Scroll. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcome.
let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced, and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul, where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not being seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line. Introducing
Here you leave today and enter a world of
A world of princesses. A world of villains. And heroes.
Raise your sabers.
A world of other worlds.
A world of all the favorites.
A world of throwbacks.
A world of
for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus Media Station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where
R&B. J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas
you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you are found. I come from nothing. Our son is your son.
Welcome to the celebration.
We all we got.
Don't you leave here today with happiness. I want you to leave here with
I'm loving it.
And I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back in Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Y'all, that is it for me. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the show. One love, much love, all love. I feel love is sending right back to you. Hopefully you guys will get that Ready to Love show coming up at 3 o'clock. And oh, buddy, we got so much to talk about. One love, much love, all love. I feel love is sending right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills, with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills, with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because
Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.